Good morning. It is Monday. It's the 28th of October. And this morning we're going to finish up our series on Psalm 9 by looking at verses 19 and 20, which read, "Arise, O Yahweh, do not let man prevail. Let the nations be judged before you. Put them in fear, O Yahweh. Let the nations know that they are but men." So finally, David praises God and calls on him to remind the world, because the nations are the world, just who is in charge. And it is him. And the nations are going to fall before him. And we're told that every knee should bow and every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. Now, that can be done voluntarily, and that's believers, or involuntarily, and that's the lost. And the lost are going to bow before him, just like defeated enemies of kings in the day bowed before their rulers, before the ones who defeated them, not to praise them, not to worship them, but to acknowledge that they had lost and they are beaten. And that's what the lost are going to do one day. They will be forced to acknowledge that Christ is Lord, but that will be an acknowledgement against their will, which they will have no choice but to carry out. And so really the message is to the world, one way or another, you're going to bow before him. And the message we have to give to individuals is, would you rather bow before him voluntarily because you're his child, because you worship him, because you love him, because he loved you and through his grace saved you? Or would you rather do it involuntarily in acknowledgement of who he is and a recognition that you have rejected him and are facing an eternity of judgment? So the thing to take away from all of this that we've been looking at is God is in control. God loves us. God doesn't make mistakes. And so we can live in that security. And I'll see you again tomorrow as we look at some new verses.